Good evening, dear viewers, and welcome to Yeh Shaam, the animated talk show created using animaker.com. A heartfelt thank you to all of you for the warm and wonderful welcome you've given us. Your support truly means the world. As we start this journey together, our goal is simple: brighten your day with laughter while exploring essential topics. If you enjoy what we do, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support helps keep the conversation going. Let's make each evening a memorable one. So, without further ado, let's begin Yeh Shaam, your gateway to quality and engaging discussions. Thank you. Tonight, we're diving into the world of Pakistan cricket. Yes, the team that can turn any match into a thriller or a comedy show. Pakistan cricket is like a magic show, you never know what you'll get. One day, there's a fast bowler who bowls like a magician. The next day, he disappears like 1-2. Fitness in the Pakistan cricket team is like a New Year's resolution. Starts strong in January and fades by February. The batting strategy is simple: go big or go home. And often, they end up going home early. Consistency in Pakistan cricket is like a rare Pokemon. Everyone talks about it, but no one has seen it. One day, they're thrashing the best teams in the world, and the next day, they're getting bowled out by a team that doesn't even have a cricket stadium. The fielding is, let's just say, it's a work in progress. And the catches are dropped like hot potatoes. Pakistan's cricket motto is, why catch a ball when you can catch a nap instead? But jokes aside, there's a lot to love about the Pakistan cricket team. They give moments of joy, excitement, and sometimes a bit of heartache. Here's to hoping they iron out the kinks and bring home more victories. And let's not forget the rich history and potential of other sports in Pakistan. They deserve some love too. Remember the days when Pakistan ruled the world of squash with legends like Jahangir Khan and Jamshid Khan? Or when the hockey team was a powerhouse, winning Olympic gold medals and World Cups? With squash courts turning into storage rooms and hockey fields looking like abandoned playgrounds, it's high time Pakistan steps up and rekindles the passion for sports beyond cricket. Let's bring these forgotten games back to life. Let's take a quick break, and when we return, we'll be introducing our first guest. Please stick around. Welcome back after the break. Tonight, we have a very special guest with us. She's a renowned sports columnist and journalist with deep knowledge of Pakistan sports and international sports. Her insightful analyses and bold opinions have made her a respected voice in the sports community. Please join me in welcoming the incredibly talented Ayesha Baig as our very first guest on Yeh Shaam. Miss Baig, it's an honor to have you here. Your insights and expertise are going to make this first episode truly special.
Thank you so much for that kind introduction and the warm welcome. Before we dive in, I just want to congratulate you, our DJ, on the launch of Yeh Shaam. It's a fantastic platform for unfiltered conversations and discussions, and I hope it's going to be a huge success. Wishing you all the best on this exciting journey. And please call me Ayesha.
Thank you, Ayesha. That means a lot. We're thrilled to have you as our first guest and to kick things off with such an engaging discussion. You've covered a lot of ground in the world of sports journalism, especially with your deep knowledge of Pakistan cricket. To kick things off, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the current state of the Pakistan cricket team. What do you think are their biggest strengths and the most pressing challenges they face right now?
The current state of the Pakistan cricket team is a mix of immense potential and some glaring challenges. On one hand, we have an incredible pool of young talent, with players who can perform magic on the field. Our fast bowlers, for instance, have shown glimpses of brilliance. And our batsmen, when they get going, can be unstoppable. However, the biggest challenges lie in consistency and structure. The team often struggles to maintain a steady performance, which can be frustrating for fans and players alike. The selection process can sometimes seem erratic, leading to a lack of stability in the squad. Fitness levels are another concern, as you mentioned. Modern cricket demands high levels of fitness, and we need to ensure our players can compete at the highest standards.
Ayesha, you've highlighted both the strengths and challenges of the Pakistan cricket team. Let's talk more specifically about the players. There have been frequent criticisms regarding their performance inconsistency, fitness levels, and fielding skills. In your opinion, what are the underlying issues contributing to these problems, and what changes do you think are necessary to elevate the players to a higher standard?
That's a very pertinent question. The issues with performance inconsistency, fitness, and fielding stem from a combination of factors. Firstly, the domestic cricket structure in Pakistan needs an overhaul. The level of competition and training at the domestic level doesn't always prepare players adequately for the international stage. This gap becomes evident when players struggle to maintain consistent performances. Fitness levels are another major concern. Cricket has evolved to demand exceptional physical fitness, and unfortunately, our players often fall short in this area. There needs to be a more rigorous and scientifically backed fitness regimen in place, starting from the grassroots level. This includes better diet plans, regular fitness assessments, and personalized training programs. Fielding, which has been a long-standing issue, requires a cultural shift. In countries like Australia and England, fielding is given as much importance as batting and bowling. In Pakistan, fielding practice sometimes takes a backseat. This attitude needs to change, with more emphasis on fielding drills and techniques right from the junior levels.
Ayesha, talking about fitness. It's been observed that many Pakistan cricketers continue to indulge in traditional Pakistani cuisine, which is delicious but often high in fats and cholesterol. How much do you think this affects their fitness and performance, and what dietary changes would you recommend for the team?
That's an excellent point and a critical area of concern. Traditional Pakistani cuisine is indeed flavorful but often rich in fats and cholesterol, which can negatively impact an athlete's performance and fitness levels. For cricketers, maintaining optimal fitness is crucial, and diet plays a significant role in this. High cholesterol foods can lead to slower recovery times, decreased stamina, and a higher risk of injuries. Moreover, these foods can contribute to weight gain, which affects agility and overall performance on the field.
I believe a significant dietary overhaul is needed. Players should be educated on the importance of nutrition and how it directly impacts their performance. They need to incorporate more lean proteins, fresh vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats into their diet.
100%. Take Virat Kohli, for example. His transformation over the years has been remarkable, largely due to his strict diet and fitness regimen. Kohli has cut out high cholesterol foods and focused on lean proteins, vegetables, and healthy fats. This has significantly improved his stamina, agility, and overall performance on the field. His fitness has set a benchmark for cricketers worldwide.
Ayesha, another hot topic that often gets fans riled up is nepotism in the selection process. You know, when it feels like the team is being picked at a family reunion rather than a cricketing meritocracy.
Nepotism is indeed a contentious issue and can have far-reaching implications for any team, including Pakistan cricket. When players are selected based on family connections rather than merit, it can lead to several problems. Firstly, it undermines the morale of other players who have worked hard and earned their place purely on merit. Secondly, nepotism can affect the overall quality of the team. When selections are not based on merit, the team might end up with players who are not the best available options.
Nepotism in Pakistan is so common that if there were a cricket league for it, they would have teams like Family 11 playing against the Relatives United in every match. Let's give Ayesha a moment to enjoy her coffee while we take a short break. We'll be back soon to continue our fascinating conversation with the esteemed Ayesha Baig. Welcome back from the break. Let's continue our fascinating conversation with the esteemed Ayesha Baig. Ayesha, it seems like the Pakistan cricket team has been more unpredictable than a Bollywood plot twist in recent years. What's your take on why the team's performance has been lacking lately? Are they saving all their energy for a surprise blockbuster comeback?
That's a funny way to put it. But jokes apart, there are many factors at play. To truly grasp the depth of the issues facing the Pakistan cricket team, we need to roll back the years to 1992, when Pakistan won the World Cup and Imran Khan immediately retired. That was a golden opportunity to appoint a young captain who could have grown into the role and prepared the team for the next World Cup in 1996. Instead, they appointed Javed Miandad. Now, don't get me wrong, Mr. Miandad is a legend, but appointing a captain who was past his prime was like asking a retired superhero to lead the Avengers again. The PCB should have looked to the future and appointed Wasim Akram, Salim Malik, or Ramiz Raja as the next captain. From 1992 to 1999, the Pakistan cricket team had more captains than a pirate ship. It got so confusing that even the players forgot who they were supposed to listen to.
I remember one time there were 7 ex-captains in the playing 11. It was like watching a group of retired generals trying to decide on a battle plan.
Exactly. There was no stability in the team. It was like a game of musical chairs with the captain's hat. Just when you thought someone had settled into the role, the music stopped, and the hat got passed on again. I believe the Pakistan cricket team did manage to establish some stability in 1999, as they were one of the toughest teams to beat that year. However, after 1999, the captain's hat started its journey again, and the team lost its stability and never really gained it back.
Well said, Ayesha. Here, I must mention MS Dhoni's captaincy. India appointed him captain despite having many other senior players in the team. Dhoni not only brought in fresh talent and stability but also won many prestigious titles for his team and, of course, his country. He was like the cool, calm captain who managed to steer the ship through both calm seas and stormy weather, turning every challenge into an opportunity.
Oh my God, what a perfect example MS Dhoni is. He transformed an average team into one of the greats of the modern era. If Wasim Akram had been given the proper guidance, he could have led Pakistan to another level. Akram did lead Pakistan to some memorable wins in Australia and India, and even guided his team to the World Cup final in 1999. Just imagine what Akram could have achieved with the right support and mentorship from the senior players. It's like having a superstar athlete but no coach to help them reach their full potential.
I agree with you. How come Pakistan never really managed to truly replace their legendary players? Look at India. After Sachin Tendulkar, they have Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. It's like they have a never-ending assembly line of cricketing talent. After Kapil Dev, they have good all-rounders, and their fast bowling unit is more dangerous than the Pakistani team. Not to mention, their spin department is one of the best around. It's as if India has a magic wand for producing top-tier cricketers, while Pakistan is still looking for the instruction manual.
How can you replace legends when the team roster looks like a family reunion? You've got nephews, sons, and distant cousins of past cricketers making the cut with no merit. It's like a cricketing version of Bring Your Kid to Work Day. The way PCB treated Fawad Alam is outrageous. This guy scored a massive 100 in his first test and was a run machine in domestic cricket, but PCB turned a blind eye to him. Fawad could have easily become one of the greatest batsmen or even an all-rounder if he had been given the opportunities he deserved. Instead, they included him in the squad when he was past his prime. Even then, he scored plenty of runs for Pakistan in his last years. That's how Pakistan lost a great player.
And it's not just Fawad. Take Abdul Razak, for example. He had the potential to be a fantastic all-rounder, which he proved many times. But PCB never really gave Razak the respect he deserved and left him out of the 2007 T20 World Cup. Razak returned in the 2009 T20 World Cup, and the rest is history.
Don't forget Imran Nazir. He was ahead of his time with a strike rate of 150. Another wasted talent by PCB. It's like they have a knack for discovering gold and then burying it back in the ground.
The wasteful talent list is exceptionally long. It's like reading the credits at the end of a blockbuster movie. Which brings me to my next question. Do you think Mohammad Amir is another wasteful talent, or is he the sequel we never got to fully enjoy?
Absolutely, Mohammad Amir had the makings of a blockbuster, but his career turned into more of a cliffhanger. Despite his incredible talent, off-field controversies and inconsistent support from the PCB meant we never got to see the full epic he could have been.
No doubt about it. He was only 17 when he burst onto the international scene, causing havoc with his supreme bowling talent. It's tragic how unfairly he was treated by his seniors, who pressured him into spot fixing. I mean, what would a 17-year-old boy do when his captain and senior player asked him to influence the bookies? I'm not defending Amir's actions, but imagine the pressure he must have faced to bowl those no balls. Pakistan cricket could benefit from embracing diversity, much like international teams such as India, England, and Australia. These teams have thrived by including players from various backgrounds, strengthening their squads. By fostering an inclusive environment, Pakistan cricket can unlock untapped potential and ensure that talent is the only criterion for selection. It's time to catch up with the global standard and welcome diversity as a core strength.
In Pakistan cricket, there's definitely room for improvement in this area. Creating an inclusive environment where players are chosen based on skill and merit can lead to a more competitive and cohesive team. It's not just about meeting international standards but also about tapping into the full potential of what our diverse society has to offer. I hope to see more progress in this direction, ensuring that Pakistan cricket remains a formidable force on the global stage.
It's time for another short break. See you in a bit. Please stick around. Ayesha, let's talk about Babar Azam's captaincy. There have been rumors that he tends to select players based on friendship rather than merit. It's like he's picking the team based on pure talent. The talent of being a member of his friendship club.
Well, it does seem like Babar has a bit of a friends and family approach to selection. It's like he's picking the team for a weekend barbecue rather than an international match. But in his defense, having a good rapport with teammates can be beneficial for team chemistry. However, it's a double-edged sword. While friendship can create a positive environment, it shouldn't override merit. The best players need to be on the field to ensure the team's success.
Sticking with Babar, he's hailed as one of the best modern cricketers. However, modern cricket is all about T20, and it seems like Babar hasn't quite grappled with this format as well as others. In fact, it feels like the entire Pakistan cricket team is lagging behind the modern cricket concepts. It's like they're still using a flip phone in the age of smartphones.
The main issue is the traditional playing style that many Pakistani players are groomed in, which focuses more on longer formats. This doesn't translate as well into the fast-paced, aggressive nature of T20 cricket. Additionally, there's a lack of emphasis on power hitting and innovative shot making, which are crucial in T20. For Pakistan to catch up with the modern cricket concepts, there needs to be a shift in training and mindset from the grassroots level. Players should be encouraged to develop their skills for all formats, especially T20. Bringing in specialized coaches who understand the nuances of the shorter format and focusing on fitness and agility can make a big difference.
That's strange because most of the Pakistan players participate in T20 leagues around the world. In fact, more than Indian players. And yet, Pakistani players' T20 skills are still not quite up to the mark. Ayesha, what's going on here? Are they just collecting frequent flyer miles instead of improving their game?
One possible reason is the difference in team dynamics and roles. In these leagues, Pakistani players might have specific roles tailored to their strengths. But when they come back to the national team, they might not have the same clarity or support. Additionally, the pressure and expectations are different. Performing in a foreign league without the weight of national expectations can be liberating. But replicating that form under the intense scrutiny of Pakistani fans and media is a different ball game.
Speaking about foreign leagues, let's discuss another interesting point. The English level of Pakistani players. Most of the times, it seems like their on-field performance is better than their post-match interviews. It's as if even Google Translator throws up its hands in confusion.
That's a fair observation, but we have to remember that many of these players come from limited education backgrounds. Their primary focus has always been cricket, not mastering a second language. Many players work hard to improve their English skills over time, and teams often provide support through language classes and translators. It's important to recognize their efforts and provide them with the resources they need to succeed both on and off the field.
Yes, I get your point. I struggle to understand. Why doesn't the PCB invest more in grooming the players? These players are representing their country on an international stage, and sometimes it's downright embarrassing to watch them struggle with English.
The PCB definitely needs to invest more in grooming the players. Not just in cricketing skills but also in communication and personal development. It can be quite embarrassing to see players struggling with English during interviews, and it does affect their confidence in the image of the team. Improving their language skills isn't just about avoiding awkward moments on camera. It's also about helping them communicate better with coaches, teammates, and media around the world.
To your point, Ayesha, why in the world does the PCB always insist on hiring foreign coaches when the players are struggling with English? It's like trying to solve a puzzle with missing pieces.
Yes, that's correct. The PCB tendency to hire foreign coaches, despite the language barrier, can indeed feel like setting the players up for a communication breakdown. The PCB needs to consider these factors seriously. If they do hire foreign coaches, they should ensure there are proper translation and communication support systems in place. Better yet, investing in local coaches who understand the language and culture might be a more effective approach.
Then why not look into local coaches? Why is the PCB so uninterested in hiring coaches specifically for T20 and Test cricket separately? Let's give Imran Nazir a shot at coaching the T20 team and bring in a Test specialist to coach the Test team. It's like PCB afraid of using the right tool for the right job. The PCB needs to think outside the box and embrace these tailored coaching strategies. This approach could not only improve performance but also make the players more adaptable and versatile. Let's talk about the English skills of Pakistani cricketers. It's like there are two different versions, the social media version and the real-life version. The social media English is perfect, but in real life, it's a whole different ball game. I mean, these players can't even write in Roman Urdu, yet their English is suddenly perfect online.
The magic of social media. It's amazing what a little help from friends, PR teams, and sometimes even Google Translate can do. Many players have social media managers or friends who help them craft their posts. On social media, there's time to think, edit, and perfect their messages, which isn't the case during live interviews where the pressure is on.
It seems like Pakistan cricketers, and the nation as a whole, always find short-term solutions rather than long-term ones. It's like putting a band-aid on a broken leg. We will return after this short break. Let's move on to Babar Azam. Do you think it's fair to compare him with Virat Kohli, or is that like comparing a lion with a tiger? Both are amazing, but in their own unique ways.
Comparing Babar Azam to Virat Kohli is always going to spark some debate. Both are incredibly talented batsmen and have their unique styles and strengths. Babar Azam has been a consistent performer for Pakistan and has shown remarkable skill and composure at the crease. However, Virat Kohli's record, especially in terms of longevity and the sheer number of match-winning performances, is exceptional. So, while comparisons are inevitable, let's enjoy the unique qualities that each brings to the cricketing world.
How come Pakistan hasn't produced a world-class spinner like Saqlain Mushtaq Ahmed, and, of course, the greatest Pakistan spinner, Abdul Qadir? It's like the magic spin factory shut down.
It's true that Pakistan has a rich legacy of producing legendary spinners, but in recent years, we haven't seen the same level of talent coming through. It's almost like the secret recipe for creating world-class spinners got lost. One reason could be the changing nature of cricket. With the rise of T20 cricket, there's been a shift towards faster-paced games. Additionally, there might be a lack of focus on nurturing and developing young spin talent at the grassroots level.
Imran Khan had a knack for spotting talent and turning it into gold. He had this incredible ability to see potential where others saw nothing. Today, it seems like that magic touch is missing, and we're left wondering why.
One reason could be the lack of a visionary like Imran at the helm. He wasn't just a great player but also an inspiring leader who could bring out the best in his teammates. Additionally, the cricketing landscape has changed. The focus on instant results and short-term gains sometimes overshadows the long-term development of players. The PCB needs to invest in scouting and nurturing young talent, providing them with the right guidance and opportunities to grow.
Let's shift the focus to other sports because nobody else is talking about them, like hockey and squash. Pakistan once ruled these sports, and now it's ancient history.
It's really heartbreaking to see the decline of hockey and squash in Pakistan. There was a time when Pakistan was a dominant force in these sports, producing legends who were unbeatable on the international stage. The root of the problem lies with the administration and lack of vision. The federations running these sports have been plagued by mismanagement and corruption, diverting funds away from where they're needed most.
The saddest part is that the talent is still there. Young players with immense potential are waiting for their chance, but without the right support and opportunities, their dreams are being stifled. It's a tragic waste of potential, and it's high time the administration wakes up and starts taking long-term, meaningful action to revive these sports.
It's not just about winning medals. It's about restoring national pride and giving our youth something to aspire to. The government and sports authorities need to commit to comprehensive plans to bring back the glory days of hockey and squash in Pakistan.
India is a great example. They've made significant strides in promoting not just cricket but also football, hockey, and other sports. They've invested in training academies, hired experienced coaches, and created leagues to generate interest and competition. Pakistan needs a similar approach, with a long-term vision and consistent support to revive hockey and squash. Ayesha, it has been an absolute pleasure having you on the very first episode of Yeh Shaam. Your insights and humor have made this conversation truly special. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing your expertise. We hope to have you back again soon.
Thank you so much, RDJ. It's been an honor to be part of the first episode of Yeh Shaam. I had a fantastic time discussing these topics with you. I look forward to coming back and having more unfiltered conversations. Best of luck with the show.
That wraps up our very first episode of Yeh Shaam. A huge thank you to Ayesha Baig for joining us and sharing her invaluable insights. We hope you enjoyed the conversation as much as we did. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting episodes filled with unfiltered conversations and interesting guests. Until next time, stay safe and keep smiling. Good night, everyone.